The Dallas Mavericks, they need to make a splash move, right? Because Luka Doncic is a young superstar. He's probably going to be the best player in the league in a couple seasons. And this free agency class isn't so strong, but one name that has been linked to the Mavericks is DeMar DeRozan. Let's say, hypothetically, the Mavericks do sign DeMar DeRozan. Would that be a good or bad move?
And it's tough for me to say because I feel like DeMar DeRozan gets disrespected in the NBA. Like, people forget he's still an all-star caliber player that can put up 25 points a game. He's actually improved as a playmaker. He's improved at his shot selection. He's improved on the defensive end. He puts effort on that end. I think bringing him into Dallas, creates a different look. You get a guy who can get a bucket in the mid-range who's still a little bit behind in times of the NBA. He doesn't really take many threes, but he's a guy that can ISO, can get his own bucket, can make plays for others, and can create for himself, whether it be slashing to the basket or taking a mid-range jump shot. But playing the three for Luka, spacing-wise, people are going to leave DeMar open. But I think bringing him another 20-point scorer, I think it's somebody that can take the ball out of his hands so everything won't be on him. I think that'll be good, because you need that for Luka, because Luka has so much responsibilities on this team. I think he needs somebody who can go get a bucket or can go get his own or can create for others on that team. So I think DeMar is more like a Band-Aid to a bigger problem, and I think it'll be good for him in the short span, but I think in the long-term success, it won't be good at all.
Very well said. I'm backpack exactly of what you said because and for next season, it makes a lot of sense because you take some pressure off Luka. Luka doesn't have to be so ball dominant like he was this year. You actually get a guy who could space the floor a little bit more for Luka. He can obviously create his own. But you look at the next year's free agency class, and what's one more year of being patient with potentially the best player in the league on your squad at the age of 22 years old? I mean, you wait a little bit longer. One more season of having Luka develop, even though, how much better can he really get? But you take one season of being not a true contender, being around the same that you were this year. Who knows? Maybe you surprise yourself like you did this year, almost taking out the Clippers in the first round with a healthy Kawhi Leonard. You see what you guys can do next season without making a move for DeMar DeRozan. And then next year where there's a big free agency clash, you go and you actually make a big splash on a big name. You bring in Kawhi to pair with a guy like Luka. That is unbelievable.
We keep talking about this Kawhi.
But Kawhi's a free agent, and if he doesn't get it done with the Clippers, he's gone.
Well, he's not playing, so he can't get it done with anybody.
I'm with you.
And why would he go to the team he beat?
I don't know, you play with Luka. It's pretty intriguing. What do you think?
I think the times in the NBA where you don't join a team that you beat are long and gone.
No, it's not even about that form. It's like, why would I join a first-round team?
Well, you have Luka Doncic, who has the ceiling of being the best player in the NBA. You pair that with a bunch of other good role players. I'm assuming they keep Tim Hardaway Jr.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Kawhi, KP, and Luka are good enough to make the finals and win.
I agree, but
they almost beat a team that is competing for a championship right now without their best player.
I agree. I just don't see why would he leave what he's in now? The team who's
if they don't win, Kawhi's gone.
You think so?
If they don't win, he's gone.
Day.
Correct.
DeMar is funny as hell, but DeMar has become a player that is still really good, but that no team wants. Because whatever team he's linked to signing, whether it's the Miami Heat, the Knicks, the Mavericks, whatever team it is, the fan bases of those teams go crazy. They say, no, we don't want DeMar. We don't want DeMar. Even though he's a productive player, but the reason they say that is because he's an old school player. He still averages 21. He averaged 4 rebounds. He had his career high in assists this past season with 7, but he shoots 26% from the 3. What I like about DeMar, though, is that we know he's a great mid-range shooter, but also he knows not to take threes. He takes 1 a game, which is different from Russell Westbrook, who is a bad shooter but takes every 3 he can lay his eyes on. DeMar DeRozan, I don't think spacing would be such an issue with him on the Mavericks because, yeah, he's not a good 3-point shooter, but spacing is only an issue if a player can't hit outside shots. DeMar can hit outside shots, just not past that 3-point line. He takes 1 step towards that mid-range, he's money. Yep. So that's why I don't think it's such a problem. But a team of Luka, DeMar, Hardaway, Kleba, KP with the supporting cast they have off the bench. I think that's not too bad. I don't know the ceiling of that team, but I saw a scenario that interested me a lot. And it was a scenario that it was reported, I forgot who the reporter is, but the Mavericks are reported to try and reunite Lowry and DeMar DeRozan and try to bring and trade KP. So have Lowry, DeRozan, and Luka with whatever you get back for KP, and you have big three of Luka, Lowry, and DeMar. And we know that in Toronto, Lowry and DeMar were good to get to the ECF. They were just missing that one player to put them over the top. You add Luka to that Lowry and DeMar duo and now make that a trio, I think that's good enough to go to the championship. And I think Lowry actually is a better fit. Like, if we're just talking about if, like, the Mavericks can just get one player out of DeMar and Lowry, I think Lowry is the better fit. So I would much rather get Lowry, Luka, and KP if I can only get one. But if I can reunite both of them, I would do it.
I'm not I agree. I think Lowry's a great fit. Another guy who can, control the game. Great ball handler. He's a good shooter. He's a good playmaker. He's also a really clutch player. I'm not I like that
Lowry?
move. Yeah,
Clutch?
Lowry. He has his moments,
Clutch?
These past playoffs, he has been clutch.
Bro, you saw him hit the side of the backboard.
Come on, bro. That narrative is so dead. He deaded that a while ago.
Clutch is strong.
Okay,
Go
he has
I'm
his
sorry,
moments.
Bro. I didn't mean to
No,
cut you
it's
off.
okay. He has his moments. You like Ben Simmons, so yeah. So I like that move, but at the same time, I can't say they're gonna go to the championship. Like, I don't think that put them over the top of DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry thing, because we still got to see LeBron and them boys. You still got to see what Kawhi's gonna do. You still got the Warriors coming back for round 2.
That's true.
We still got Denver and getting them healthy. Phoenix, it looks like they're gonna be around for it. So the West is in great shambles, I would say, right now, because it's in a big shamble, but it's great because we really. Even though LeBron is who he is, we don't know who's going to come out the West regardless. So I think next year, that team will definitely gear them to be in the right direction because DeMar is still a really good player regardless of if people don't want him or not. He, like you said, he can step in and hit the mid-range. His mid-range is money. So Kyle Lowry is also really good too. It's going to be tough though because Kyle Lowry,
he's older.
And there's going to be teams recruit him. A.K.A. them LA teams out there are going to be recruiting him. And
both of them.
Those look like better spots. Well, not the Lakers. They suck. But those look like better spots than Dallas right now. So it's going to be a lot of eyes on Kyle Lowry. But they have Ibaka and Kawhi, who, he won a chip with. He shared that run with them. So it's going to be tough. But I think, I agree with that. I like Luke. I like Lowry, Luka, and DeMar. I think Luka being off the ball a little bit and learning that way of the game is definitely going to help him. That's something he does need to improve on. When you said it, you don't know many flaws. I think being more of an off-ball player.
For sure.
I think that's something he should definitely improve on because it'll help his game.
Yeah.
For me, fans and like myself disrespect DeMar DeRozan.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I don't want him on the Knicks. I would.
Oh, but that's not
switch my
disrespect
team.
though. I don't think.
But I think it is disrespect because DeMar is good, but you don't want him on your team. And every fan base kind of hates the idea of a DeMar DeRozan signing by their team. I'm actually very curious to know how front offices actually feel about DeMar.
I would take him over Otto Porter any day.
It's just the fact that he can't shoot is probably unappealing to a lot of teams.
Yeah, like I wonder how they feel. I wonder how Dallas is thinking right now.
The thing of this, he's still efficient.
Oh, for sure.
Regardless
but
of
that three-point percentage, it needs to be at least 30, 32.
In Toronto, his highest attempted threes per game was 3 to 4. 3 to 4,
3.6,
and he shot 31%
in a season or
from
in a
three.
game.
No, per game.
Okay,
and he shot 31% from
he
three.
shoots about 14 attempts from 2-point. So, but he's 51% from there. So
Jalen Brunson is also a guy who a lot of teams are interested in trading for.
I like him. He's a really good backup.
The Knicks want to trade for Brunson, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Having Brunson as their point guard, I think he's a starting point guard in the NBA.
No, he might be.
He's really good.
Especially when Luka doesn't play, he takes over for them.
Yeah, Brunson with RJ, Randall, Mitch.
We're not worried.
Oh, man.
I promise you we're not.
That's
so not
that
worried.
is something. That is something that
it's really nothing.
Bro, imagine
that is something.
Yeah, like it's really nothing, bro. I promise you, it's really nothing. It's really nothing.
Nah, that's a really good team. I'm telling you,
it's really nothing. It's really not what you think it is, bro. Like it's so not that, bro. You got to chill out.
I love Jalen Brunson as a player.
No, he's really good, but you made it seem like that was like the next big trio. Like, no, bro, that is not that. It's a good player. Well, that's
Brunson.
Oh my God.
RJ, Kawhi.
Okay,
Randall,
now we're talking.
As-
You had Kawhi. Kawhi's not going to New York. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Who knows?
You guys are
Who
really.
knows?
I'm telling you, don't sleep on Kawhi going to New York.
I'm not.
I'm
definitely
sleeping.
not.
Like I'm in my bed. Like,
Do you think he's staying with the Clippers for the rest of his career?
In my bed, AC on, fan
Blanket
on,
all-
blanket over my head, bro. I'm asleep, bro.